Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, we're going to make some lovely mackerel, fried mackerel. Let's take a look. Here they go. I've got 4 lovely pieces there. They've been cleaned on the inside and everything, and they're nice and smooth, been descaled. Get your fishmonger to do this if you don't know how to do it. It's much easier. But beautiful, fresh fish. Simply what we're going to do is we're going to season some flour. I've got some plain flour there, about 4 or 5 tablespoons. And then I've got some black pepper, I've got some salt, I've got a little bit of nutmeg, and then quite a lot, but double the amount of allspice or pimento. So we're just going to mix that in. I mean, if you fancy something else, go for it, add some other stuff in, but I like this little recipe. Just gives them a little bit of extra flavour. This is so easy. What we're going to do, we're going to take one, just pat it on around, put a little bit on the inside as well. Repeat the process, and then we're just going to fry these off, and then they're done. I'm also going to do some fried onions with them and some Scotch bonnet, like a nice hot pepper. Your Caribbean fish is really often served with lots of fried onions, so that's what I'm going to do today because I just love that. So let me finish this. So simple, and then straight to the cooker. So I've got a pan here, I don't know, 2 or 3 centimetres of oil. I'm using sunflower oil, but you can use anything you like. Here's our fish, nicely dusted with that seasoned flour. Just check that oil out. Just take a fish, just drop it there. That looks about right. Here she goes. You want the oil hot, but you don't want it really hot, you know what I mean? There they go. I think I can get one more in. Beautiful. Now what we need to do is leave the fish alone. Just if you keep moving it and moving it, it's going to break. So leave it alone for a bit, just 2 or 3 minutes. Let it seal slightly. Then we can flip them over and check them out. Back then. Okay, so these have been going for like 3 or 4 minutes. You have to be very careful with these fish because they're so delicate, they can break really easily. Just take a look, they look alright. I don't think I'm going to turn them over actually, I think I'm just going to move them around. But let's get one out and see if we can... There you go. I want to do that for about another, just 2 or 3 minutes I think. They'll be great. And then they're going to come straight out onto some kitchen towel or paper. They'll be done. Then I'm going to move on to just making some fried onions with some hot pepper. There you go, I've just scooped the 4 out. I want them nice and crispy, but I still want a bit of the flesh, a bit of the meat. They're very bony mackerel anyway. So I'm going to set these aside. Then I'm going to reduce this oil by 95%. I want to use a little bit of this oil for the frying of our onions because it's got all of those lovely flavours in there. Let's not waste it. So there you go, as you can see I've reduced that oil by quite a bit. Nice that oil because we can't really use it for anything else, so let's use it for this and it's going to give it a great flavour. I'm just going to start off with, there you go, that's a little bit of dried thyme, and then in goes our onions. I always use red onions, I just prefer them to be honest, they're a bit stronger. Cut them in long strips. I'm now going to go in with some chopped garlic. You can see how much I've got there, about a tablespoon of it. Let's add a little bit more salt. And some black pepper. keep stirring this because we don't want them really to burn. We just want to kind of soften a bit and get a little bit brown. I don't want this to blacken though. And then here I've got a Scotch bonnet, which I'm not going to slice up. I'm just going to cut it in half and throw it in. It's really strong now. If you're not familiar with a Scotch bonnet pepper, it's fire. It's not like the ones we use in Indian cooking or anything like that. It is really hot. So what I tend to do is put that in, and then I'll take it out maybe at the end, or at least it's visible. You know, if you chop it up, you'll really know about it. And this is it. I mean, this is a simple dish that we're doing today. I mean, this lovely onions with our fried mackerel. So simple. I'm probably going to have this with just a very simple tomato salad with some spring onions or scallions in, with a touch of lemon juice and olive oil. That's probably how I'll serve this one. Just so simple, really refreshing. And of course you've got all that great goodness coming from the mackerel, which is full of fantastic oils that we need in our lives. Okay, let me get on with this. It's only going to be a few more minutes. When it's done, I'll see you at the table with the fish. Here you go, that's done. I'm really happy with them. What I've done is I've put some of the onions underneath. Quite a lot of onions. And then a few just on the top. They'll be really nice and spicy. I've got a little salad there, just literally green onions, scallions or spring onions, whatever you call them, with some tomatoes, touch of lemon or lime juice, touch of olive oil, beautiful. I've left the Scotch bonnet right there just in case one of my guests who's going to eat this fancies a real kick. For me, no chance, it's too hot for me. This reminds me, I mean, once I was in Jamaica, and I've been there several times, there's a great place called Helsha Beach, which is just outside Kingston. I'm sure a lot of you know it. It's just fantastic. They're just frying fish and lobster, and this just reminds me of a little bit. It's not the same, nowhere near. You'll have to go there, and I really recommend that you do. It's an incredible place. But a little flavour of the Caribbean coming your way from us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you again soon. See you later. Bye-bye.